Hey, Spirit Gang. So I'm home. Welcome to my humble abode. For those of you that just started following me while I was traveling, I'm super sad but happy to be at home because I miss Miss J. Miss J is my cat. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Golden. And I thought that she might make an appearance because I've got the laptop on the desk with her cat TV on it. But honestly, she's in the closet sleeping in a laundry basket because she was so mad at me last night for like 2 hours. She literally thought I was an imposter. She was screaming at me from underneath the bed. She wouldn't come out, and then randomly she just realized that it was safe and that it was me and came out from underneath the bed. And then she literally made a biscuit on me like all night and stood there and stared at me. I swear, every single time I woke up, she was awake. I was so exhausted, thank God, because I slept through it all. Otherwise, it would have been like waking me up every 5 seconds. But she did not sleep a wink. She was making sure that I wasn't going to go anywhere. So she definitely missed her mama. So, you guys, I have a channel message for you guys. I pulled a couple of cards from the Energy Oracle, and I got the Happy Family card. And then paired with that, we got the first chakra Archangel Michael card. Okay, numbers 4 and number 35. Now, what I'm getting from this is I'm actually seeing the High Priestess in my mind's eye. So this is going to be very spiritual, I feel like, reading. It's not going to be like normal. Okay, I don't know, whatever that means, like normal. Because your energy is different. That's definitely what I'm picking up here. And I'm getting that your energy had to be veiled, right? You may have gone through isolation, or you may be in isolation and you feel very veiled. Like anytime you try to put yourself out there, you feel like nothing works out the way that you thought it would, or you don't connect with people the way you thought it would, or you feel like you've got nobody to talk to. There's a reason for that. You're being very protected by the angels right now, specifically Archangel Michael. And with the Happy Family card, I'm getting here that while you were growing up, right, you were often what's the word that Spirit wants to give me? You often felt like a loner, right? Even if you were in big groups of friends, you just felt different. It's because you were chosen out of your family line to be the one to go through enlightenment and heal from generational trauma. Now, I'm getting here that there were a lot of and are a lot of unawakened people that you're around all the time. So this is why you may have felt like you were isolated, like you may have lost a lot in your life, like friendships just didn't work out, or people were just suddenly dropping out of your life. The types of connections weren't moving into that deep emotional depth that you're constantly seeking. And there's a reason for this. Is because you've always been super protected, and it's not always going to be this way. It was veiled to keep you quiet, okay, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. And not in a bad way, because you are meant to be heard. And I feel that you are going to get a point to where you're going to be able to express yourself, and people are going to see you for who you truly are, and you are meant to be heard. So that's not what I'm getting. But what I'm getting here is that Spirit wanted me to come on here and explain that the reason that you were veiled to keep quiet is so you could learn what's yours to keep to yourself, like gifts from God, the divine, because I'm getting High Priestess energy. So you may have experienced the supernatural. You just know things without knowing how you know them. This could have caused, you had a lot of light behind your eyes and just this natural glow about you, and a lot of people could have tried to use that to their advantage. Or try to take advantage of you, or they shamed you for that, okay? And so you could have felt just like very hidden, like very alone in this world, like just a loner, right? Black sheep, whatever you want to call it. I'm hearing Slim Shadys. I'm hearing, will the real Slim Shady please stand up? It's kind of like a tongue twister. Will the real Slim Shady please stand up? Okay, so these were copycat energies, false prophets. These are unawakened people that try to imitate your light, okay? And I'm also hearing you're not a taxi. You're not a taxi. Spirit says you're not a taxi, so they can't take a free ride on your light, on your enlightenment, right? So they could see that you're starting to go through enlightenment. Maybe your business is taking off. Maybe you isolated for a while, and when you come back, I don't know why that is like folded down like that. I think I did my makeup like that, and I forgot to fix it. Anyhow, that you are about to be seen and be heard, right? And it was important that you were isolated while you were going through this process, because especially when you're going through an awakening, and especially when you know a lot of things, it can be exciting, or it can be like you're trying to figure everything out. as you navigate going through your enlightenment, dark night of the soul, and all these things are happening. So you have a tendency to, not just you, but as a collective whole, right? Especially when you have all these supernatural gifts and like hidden things that the universe kind of blesses you with, right? There's a point in that awakening where you start to talk too much, and this is everybody, because you want to know what's going on. You're kind of like, not that you're bragging about it, but you're like, I know things, and it's just, if you know, you know, all right? And Spirit's saying, if you know, you know. There could have been people that see your potential to just naturally have things work out in your favor. Now, what they're seeing is that things naturally work out in your favor. They don't see all the hurt and all the pain that you had to go through. The isolation, the loneliness, the heartbreak, the feeling unheard, or like you were always had to quiet your energy, or like dim your light to let others be happy, right? And you shouldn't have to do that. So there was a point where your guides came in and they started to protect you, right? Archangel Michael specifically is showing up in this reading because that's the card that I pulled here. But your energy had to be veiled for a reason, because you would have talked too much, and these people would have messed up the process, right? They would have slowed down the process. They would have slowed down your awakening, because it would have been very confusing. It would have been very hurtful, and you already have so much on your plate that is more important for you to heal within, right? And that's generational trauma, and all of these things are naturally happening to you. And there comes a point where you're going to start manifesting a lot of abundance, a lot of your divine inheritance, because being the chosen one, you naturally have this ability to create something, or to come up with these ideas, or to put your energy out there in a way where it's protected. You know what to keep, right? Once you go through this process, and if you're still in this process, Spirit wanted me to come on here and let you know this is why you're being protected. This is why it feels lonely. So it's not punishment. You're just being prepared for your mission. Okay, you're already well into your mission, all right? But you're getting through all these steps so you can graduate and kind of just start doing your thing and putting yourself back out there. And when you get to that level of this enlightenment, you know what's yours to keep, and you know what can be shared. Now, all these copycats, these false prophets, even if they had attempt, or if they do attempt to copy your energy, or, you know, talk about spiritual things, or just say that they know what's going on, or whatever it is, it's going to be different for everybody, okay? And this is not to bash anyone else. Let's leave that out of it, because, you know, when you go through this awakening process, it's strictly all about, it's not personal, it's vibrational. So let them go through their own thing. We don't make this a bashing place, right? And we don't want anyone just to be negative and complaining in the comments, because that's something that when you go through this process, you just kind of, you get better about, right? It's natural, you know, to do those things, but you just get better about it. When you focus less on it, you have more time for the things that are important, things that are blessings, the things that are important for you to share and focus on, right? We don't have time for that. All right, so I also feel like these divine blessings are coming in for you. So it was very important for me to come on here that these tell you that you had to be isolated. Your energy is very protected, and you had so much going on already. So if you felt like people dropped out of your life, or you just felt like you didn't resonate with them anymore, they were treating you like crap, it's because you started to pull back. You started to pull back your energy, and these people didn't like that, because they like taking a free ride, okay? It's like, I guess it wouldn't be a free ride if it was a taxi, but they can't just take a ride on your energy, basically. I don't know what that's called. Maybe it's like ride and dash. I don't know. Whatever that means, all right? So I'm definitely seeing here that there are other things coming in here, okay? So let me just pull that. We got man holding a heart here. So somebody could be wanting to offer you something. Now, I feel like when you get to this level of enlightenment and you have these spiritual gifts, you also learn how to heal your heart, and you open up yourself to these gifts. Yeah, we definitely have masculine energy with the sun coming through here. So for some of you, there's going to be a masculine here. The sun card actually has a feminine here. So maybe you are the masculine that's wanting to offer your heart, okay? Maybe you're somebody that's wanting to offer something to someone, but I am seeing here some sort of man holding a heart here. So somebody's coming in. There is a masculine in this reading, whether you are the viewer, whether you're the one who is a feminine attracting in a masculine, okay? Take it how it resonates for you. There's somebody here that's wanting to offer you something. We got the Hermit here. So this is telling me that this person has also been isolated. They've also been very protected by the divine, so they can go through this process. So nobody could try and steal your guys' light, because both of you play a very important role here. We have the Son of Wands. Could be a younger fire sign. Somebody could be. Doesn't have to be, though. But I'm seeing here that there's a spark between you and this person. It's almost like you guys are going to be like, oh my gosh, someone else gets me, finally. Spirit's also telling me that your energy was veiled and protected. Both of your energies were protected, so you wouldn't get involved in relationships and friendships that would keep you in cycles that would kind of like detour you longer to come into connection with this person. So if you found this reading today, I don't believe in coincidence, and I feel like something is about to happen. Okay, because you've gotten to this point where you've been in isolation, you're learning what to share and what not to share, right? And now is when you finally, you've done the healing where happiness is going to start filling up those spaces and places here. Yeah, we got the Two of Swords here. So this is telling me you guys are going to cross connect. I don't know what that means. Cross connect. Your energy is going to cross connect. We got the Emperor here. So definitely, there is a man that has feelings in this reading, okay? Man, masculine, however it resonates to you. There's somebody here that has feelings that I'm seeing here that they want to connect. They want to cross your path. We got the Son of Wands again. So it definitely could be a younger fire sign here. There's going to be some sort of a time frame where you're going to be able to connect with this person. And I feel like some of you, okay, so what I'm getting here is that some of you, I don't know why, Spirit, just spit it out already. Some of you still feel like you are in isolation, okay? But I feel like you're going to get a chance. You're going to be recognized by this person. Whether you're in isolation or not, there's something that you're doing to put your energy out there, and this person's just going to recognize your energy. It's almost like a magnet is calling them in, okay? Amongst all of the people, all the crowd, somebody could be an older water sign. Okay, we got the Mother of Cups, which is the Queen of Cups here. But yeah, there's definitely something here where you guys are going to be in some sort of communication. Okay, your energy is already like branching out to this person. That's definitely what I'm seeing here. This person's definitely been isolated as well. This is what the Seven of Wands is telling me as well. This person's been isolated. And because you guys kind of stick out, like your energy and your light, your essence stands out, you definitely were isolated because maybe you were somebody who just, gets excited, or maybe you're wanting to talk a lot. And so that's not a bad thing, because I feel like anybody that goes through enlightenment, they want to talk to somebody about it, right? But oftentimes when we go through enlightenment, we're not surrounded by the right people. And a little notification just popped up on my phone with a little candle. It says a light in the darkness. So you were a light in the darkness, and I feel like that's why a lot of these false prophets, these slim shadies, were trying to imitate your energy, because they were somebody, even if they were unawakened, they were somebody that saw the potential in what you had. Even if they tried to downplay it or tried to make you feel bad for it, they desperately were seeking something that they couldn't find naturally within themselves, right? And so I feel like it's been tough here. We also have the Temperance card and the Ace of Cups here. So this is telling me that this person, this man with a heart, is going to get you, okay? What does it say? Man holding a heart. Masculine holding a heart, okay? This person is going to get you, and you guys are going to stand out to each other. You're going to feel comfortable, and you're going to know that this is somebody that you're going to be able to talk to. This is somebody that is going to get you, okay? And this is definitely protected here. We have the Temperance energy, so that's also telling me that Archangel Michael is definitely watching over this connection. He is one of your guides in this connection. So if there's something that you feel like you need to do, or maybe you want to get more clarity, I would suggest meditating and calling in Archangel Michael to protect this connection, to protect your energy from any false prophets. All you have to do is just imagine them, calling them in and imagining them protecting you, and know that you are protected, okay? When you fear that you're not protected, that means you don't trust that they're there for you. All you have to do is trust in it, and it shows up for you, I promise you. So with the Happy Family card here, you were meant to heal generational trauma. So from now on, your family line won't have to go through any of this heartache or this enlightenment, because I feel like this is, what is it, like star seed children or something like that, where you can come into connection with a divine partner and have children, and they're meant to be some sort of like, they are born awakened or something like that. I think that's something I was looking into one time when I was reading about it. So we got the Ten of Cups here. Let me see what this other card is. The Father of Cups. Definitely matching energy, okay? So you guys have both been saving a space for each other here. We got the Mother of Cups and the Father of Cups. Oh, look at who's going to come bless your reading here. Okay, Swan energy is also soulmate energy. It's high-level soulmate or twin flame energy. So I'm definitely seeing here you're gonna meet your match. You guys are both shielded and cocooned here, okay? Do you see that? Because you have this natural light and this ability to be able to manifest and to create, because you have these, you may have not known it. Like when you were born, you were just born with these gifts and this knowledge, and you see the world through a different lens. And this may have been very painful for you growing up is what I'm seeing here, but you will end up in your happy family card. We got the happy family card. I don't know why I cannot talk today, you guys. I didn't even have that much coffee. And the 10 of Cups here. So that's what I'm seeing for you. So this is for a high priestess or a high priest. You are being very protected at this time, as is your future partner coming in, okay? We also have the Ace of Cups with the matching cup energy. So I'm seeing this, you know, as somebody that's going through the same process. This person might be going through some sort of dark night of the soul is what I'm hearing from Spirit still. And so it's very important that you stay in your positive energy and that you keep private about, you know, even your connection coming in. There she is. You guys haven't seen her up here in a long time. This is Miss J, for those of you that are new to my channel. She runs this show. It's a blessing when she shows up. Can you sit on that side? When she shows up in the reading, sometimes she'll just sit on the desk here and do the reading with me, huh? All right, you guys. So I feel like she came in, and your guides are saying, don't let anyone distract you from this blessing coming in, okay? Sorry, I had to get, like, up and close because she's going to, like, step right in front of me. But this is a blessing that you have been destined for since you were born, okay? You were chosen for your ancestors to come into this sort of alignment. And these people are copycat energies because they're unawakened, and they like are seeking something that they're unwilling to look for within themselves. So a lot of times they will steal your light and energy, and that could be very draining to you. So if you felt like you were isolated and it was a challenge for you to come into connection with somebody, that is driving me crazy. That is why, okay? But Miss J wanted to bless your reading, and before she eats the plant, because she's being naughty since I got home, and that's probably my fault, but I'm going to go ahead and close it here, you guys. This is why you're being protected at this time. Archangel Michael, call him in. He's protecting you and this connection and this divine partner of yours. And I feel like your divine partner is still going through some sort of dark night of the soul and some sort of healing process. But I am seeing that you guys are going to be able to cross-connect, whatever that means. So I feel like you guys may be sending each other energy back and forth right now. And it's very, very healing. You're definitely connecting telepathically and energetically. So sometimes when you go through like random spurts of feeling sad, it could be because your divine partner is, you know, you're helping them like heal something. So it's very important to use the tools that you have, because I know that you know how to transmute energy. I feel like you're somebody that's learned that very well. But a part of you may be questioning, like, why do I have to keep going through this? And this is why, is because you have a very, very specific mission here. And so it's very important to protect your energy and to keep things that are meant, like your little secrets from the universe and from God, to yourself as you go through this process, and that there's nothing wrong with you and that there's nothing to be ashamed of. You're just extremely gifted, and you were born with these specific tools. And as you start to remember them, because these are tools that you've picked up in lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes, because you are a very old soul, and to keep you from sharing these gifts to people that aren't ready for them yet, is why you had to be isolated, okay? I'm going to go ahead and close it here, but I'll see you guys later. And for those of you that follow my Divine Feminine channel, I am going to be posting on there now that I am back. And if you would like to book a December end of year reading and 2026 predictions, it is now open for booking, because I am booked up until December, unless you want an urgent love reading or something. I've got a couple of those always available. All right, I'm going to go and close it here. Love you guys. Bye.